Okay, today we're going to be working with variables. And the variables will be represented by the squabble letters, okay? And we're going to be also working with square feet. Now, square feet is represented by just regular pieces of paper, okay? And the reason why we're doing this is we're going to be using these squares to plan out our animal enclosures. Right, Matthew?
Right.
Okay. So, starting off with variables. Variables represent unknown numbers, okay? So if we're adding up 3 plus 3, okay, and we, instead of saying, I'll give you an example here, okay, so instead of saying with a variable 3 plus 3 equals, instead of saying a question mark, use a variable, okay? It doesn't really matter what you use, okay? It can be anything, okay? So it could be A, 3 plus 3 equals A, 3 plus 3 equals B, right? Because it's much easier to say 3 plus 3 equals A than saying 3 plus 3 equals I don't know, right? Okay, so if it's the same thing if we multiply. Okay, 3 times 3 equals, we say I don't know, 3 times 3 equals I don't know, right? Or 3 times 3 equals A. Very good. Okay, so again, the variable represents this unknown number. It means we have no idea what that letter is. And typically with math, it's sort of like solving a puzzle. You have to figure out what the variable is, okay? And we'll go into that. So for example, if you have A times 3 equals 9, okay? This means that you have an unknown number that you have to figure out, okay? We'll come back in a later lesson. This is just going to give you a clue, give you a hint as to some spoilers as to what we'll be working in the future, right? Okay. Now that we know that letters represent unknown numbers, instead of making ourselves sound silly and saying I don't know, okay, now we're going to be working with square feet, okay? Okay. You go ahead and take these, and I want you to place in your square footage any way you'd like. Here. Okay, so go ahead and do that here. Okay, there you go. Perfect. Okay, so now this, if we look at each one, I'm going to give you an example of one, okay? The reason why this is called 1 square feet is because we have this side here, the length, let's say this is 1, okay, and this is the length, the width is also 1. So, and we're going to pick, I'm just going to throw out a measurement out here and say we're working with enclosures, so let's say we're working feet. So this is 1 foot, okay, on one side, and 1 foot on another side. This would be 1 times 1 equals 1 square feet, okay? So, and with square footage, you can either add them together or you can multiply them. So if we're adding, we're saying we're having 2 square feet, okay? And it doesn't matter what arrangement you have, okay? So the other way we can work this is to multiply them, okay? So since we're working with something, thankfully, very simple, easy peasy lemon squeezy, right? Okay, so let's count up each side. This equals 1. How many? What's the length? 1, 2. 2 feet, right? Now, how many feet is this equal to on the width?
1.
That's right, so we're 1. Okay. So now, what you'd have to do is first of all, you need to mark if you're working in feet, square, inches or centimeters. You're going to multiply this. So this becomes 2 times 1. 2 times 1 is equal to?
2.
2, okay? So the total square feet that you have for this enclosure is about 2 square feet. Do you think that's big enough for a lion or tiger, or do you think they're going to get squashed?
They're going to get squashed. possibly more lift.
Okay, so here's a very good point, right? Since right now this is works on a 1-to-1 scale. So this 1 foot equals 1 foot in Minecraft. That means that we have to use multiplication to actually scale this up, okay? So now what we're going to do is I want you to take a few of these, okay, and I want you to plan a simple enclosure, okay? And pick a variable.
I'll choose it.
Okay.
As you can see. Here.
Mm-hmm.
There's some.
Mhm.
I take it.
Yeah. Okay, so now that you've chosen, now we're going to be scaling this by 10 square feet, right? Or you said 20, 2, 4, 6, 8, right? I'm sorry, that was not by 10, by 20 square feet. So instead of representing 1 square foot, this represents 20, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is 2, 4, 6,
8.
That's right. So this becomes, that's actually 80 square feet. How many square feet is this? If this is 20,
40, 60, 80.
right. So now what we have to do is we have to take all of this and we have to add that together, okay?
Okay.
So in order to do that, make it easy peasy lemon squeezy. Said it multiple times, right? You like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So in order to take this, we're just going to draw a simple representation, okay? So the width here represents 80 square feet, right? Or 80 feet, sorry, not square because we haven't quite figured that out yet. And the length is 80 feet. Okay, so now we have to figure out how many square feet. Well, it's flat, so we're not working with volume, it's just square, okay? We're just planning out the area for your enclosure, right, for your elephant, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll draw a little elephant here. Hopefully he'll have enough space. Okay. Okay, there's your elephant. Okay. So now what we have to do is we have to multiply 80 times 80. Okay. It looks like a big number, but we can actually make this easy. I'm going to show you the trick. Okay. So we're going to take 80 times 80. Okay. So now we're going to say 0 times 0. 0 times anything is always it's nothing. Oh, okay. How about 8 times 0? Is that something or nothing?
Nothing.
Oh, that's nothing. Poor thing. So now, since we've already finished the ones column, we're going to put another 0 here. Okay, he's happy, right? So now 8 times 0 is that something or nothing?
Nothing.
That's right, nothing or 0. Okay. 8 times 8 is how many?
64.
64. Okay. So now what we do is we just add these together, okay? So we're going to 0 plus 0 is?
0.
0 plus 0?
Another. Nothing.
Nothing. Okay. 4 plus nothing is? What's 4 plus? Just take this 4 and actually, that's right. So now we just drop these. There's nothing that we're adding. We just take the 4 and drop it down. Take this 4 and drop it down. Okay. So remember, this is the ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So we say we put the commas right where they belong. Okay. So this is 6,400, and we put square feet. Okay, square feet. Okay. So this elephant, he's going to be really happy because he gets a total of this. Is our variable that we're working here, right? So now that we know what the square footage is, we can replace that with 6,400 square feet. Okay, now we're going to put that into Minecraft. Right, okay? So that should be enough for him to roam around. He can put the grass where it belongs and extra stuff so he can maybe even have a little baby elephant, right? Make him happy. Okay, give him another leg, make him even happier. Okay, so let's go ahead and put that into Minecraft.